once again, the eternal question, is this thing on? One never knows until one sees the comments. There you go. There are now approximately 40 people watching this thing. And there's the comments, which means this thing is on. It works. It works. It works. Yay! Good to see you. And we have audio. I can see. I think we have audio. This thing is on. Perfect. Always good to check before I start playing. Yeah, good to see you here. Happy Monday to you. It's been a busy time. I had an awesome weekend. I went down to Vista, and Sean and Sarah Watkins put on this little, they call it Friend Fest, and just like about 30 people hanging out at their parents' house playing music and drinking too many cocktails and talking and seeing people's entire faces. It's just so good to see people's entire faces. I heard this podcast recently on it was kind of on empathy. It was called Entanglement. So if you've never listened to Invisibilia, it's a really great podcast, and that's kind of a popular science podcast, but it's like science run through like a This American Life filter. And in any event, it was talking about empathy, and this woman who has like a inherited neurological disorder where essentially her mirror neurons are kind of on fire, and the parts of her brain which deal with the distinction of self from the outside world are somewhat dimmed, and so she just feels the feelings of anyone else. And so if she's around someone and they fall down, she actually feels pain in their side, right? And there's this, and she's not faking it. Like, there's this thing in our brains that's always looking at the faces of those around us and recalibrating our mood depending on theirs. Teaches us it's not all of how we feel, but it's a huge part of how we feel is the people around us. It's like baked into our brains, right? And there was a long discussion on that podcast as well about micro-expressions and just how important micro-expressions are, and how quickly we react to micro-expressions, and that our reaction to micro-expressions is actually faster than our thinking, our thought process. So there's, a latency to thought, right? It takes a few milliseconds to consider something, respond to it. But it takes almost no time at all to respond to somebody showing you how they feel. And our brainstem, right, immediately goes, I feel what you're feeling. And it's such a huge part of being human. And I just wonder about what it's done to all of us this year to have so few inputs of the other people around us, or so many inputs that are blank or masked or diminished in a certain way. So anyway, it's been really good to see faces again, and I hope you're all doing good. Hope you're all seeing faces. And in the meantime, why don't I play you a song? Who asked? Somebody asked. Michelle, you wanted this. Brand new blue, same old scene. One more day, one last dream. Time just slips away. Could be sun, could be rain. Go outside, nothing's changed. Words won't do it justice. Has everything been said? Bed by fire, wait by night, 4 white walls, one small life, little things that matter, the dull edge of the night. Maybe something's waiting in the next room. Maybe something's changing, but probably not soon. Probably not soon. Brand new blue, one more round, stand and sway on shifting ground. I'll see you when it's over, if we're both still around. Maybe something's waiting in the next room. Maybe something's changing. Maybe something's waiting in the next room. Maybe something's changing, but probably not soon. Probably not soon. Yes, I know I need a new shirt. I know. I'm getting lazy. I've been lazy. Thank you all for showing up. It's been, yeah, it's good to see you guys. Anyone else a fan of Perry Grip? Hell yeah, I'm a fan of Perry Grip. Perry is amazing. He grows some beautiful flowers and makes some ridiculous and wonderful songs. And he's probably the bane of the existence of any number of mothers of like 11-year-old boys. Anyway, if you know Perry Grip, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it is raining tacos. So, all right, what am I going to do here? I'll go, let's see. Don't need anything. Why not? Usually a last song. How many shows is the new Toad Tour going to be? So the new Toad Tour is about 7 weeks. So 7 times 5, 30. Yeah, it's gonna be around 7 weeks, I think. We're heading out. We start in Solana Beach. I know that we're playing the Belly Up on the 2nd and 3rd of September, and we end up somewhere in Florida, God willing, like around the 19th or so of October. I thought we were going to the 20-something of October. We'll see what happens. But and the dates are going to come out tomorrow. So if you look at the Toad site tomorrow, there will be all our tour dates laid out before you. We're putting out a record. We're trying to do it a proper way. I think the record is coming out on August 27th. It will be called Starting Now. And it's a lot of songs you've all heard. A couple songs you haven't. I've been trying to keep a couple secret for you, but basically you know the album. So, but you haven't heard Toad play 'em, and so yeah, it's awesome. Like it's the thing. It's like you've been hearing these songs, but you haven't heard them with like Todd and Dean on them, and I'm excited about the record. So anyway, we're doing that. Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, all right. I've got gardens growing, got quiet days, clothes on my back, food food on my plate, and I got friends to help me if I call for them. Well, I don't need anything that I don't have. I got eyes to see this beautiful land, feet to take me where I wanna stand. And if there's work to be done, there's these two strong hands. Well, I don't need anything that I don't have. Don't need anything that I don't have. Some years the rains don't come, some years the floods clear the plains. But if those waters wash this town away, well, I would still have enough if she was with me. I've got a roof overhead, the stars if I choose, but I've no itch to fly. I got no need to move, and I got almost nothing that I understand. That I don't need anything that I don't have. Don't need anything that I don't have. I don't need anything. Okay. Wait, Shearwater? What? Tom Graham, there was a Shearwater Instagram video yesterday of them in the studio, and members of the band were holding a tiny microphone in front of a small toad. I don't know what they were doing there, but I'm deeply intrigued. All right. Somebody asked for this. Who asked for this? Chris wanted this one, so. These days are long, these lives are full. Sorry, I made the mistake of I made the mistake of looking at the comments, and I just saw it was an actual toad. Was it a Sonoran desert toad? What were they doing with that toad? Sorry. Wait. What's going on in the comments? So many things happening. I can't keep up. Hi, everybody. Hi, all you guys. I will keep doing these as I am able. I'm spending less time just to say like where my mind's at with this, because I may as well while you're here and I'm here and we're doing this thing. My days are a lot fuller. I'm taking on the band, getting ready. We're building the team for this album, doing a ton of prep work. I'm also preparing to record a solo album in Portland in July, so I'm getting ready for that, and just also trying to have time with people, because I can have time with people now. So my prep for the shows is a lot less. So I kind of allowed myself to stop doing the nonprofits right now, just because it's a couple more it's at least an hour a day of kind of research and kind of going, trying to figure out who and how and making the graphic and all that. So I'm kind of falling back a little from that. I'm going to keep doing, some fundraisers, but also it took a lot of time, and my days are just getting crazy full again, which is awesome. But I'm making room for different things. So even today, just doing the show was like quick, get it done. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to be here as much as I can because I love you guys. And that's the thing. It's this whole last year, you guys kept me alive, and, both in terms of purpose and just and paying my rent, and but really having something to do that felt like it meant something this last year. And it's meant so much to me to be able to play for you and play these songs and have a purpose every day. And so I really appreciate it, and I appreciate so much how much you've been there for each other, the community that you've developed. And so I'm not going to just like drop it like a hot rock, but I'm trying to figure out, I get into like patterns and then I break patterns. And so trying to figure out how to make this all work. I'm not so great at scheduling at the moment. There's a lot of traveling and stuff coming up, which is all to say, thank you for being here, and thank you for just showing up for so long, and really for the amount you've supported each other. And it just makes me like, I don't know. I think of like, the couples, the people who didn't know each other who are living together now because of this. It makes me so happy. And what we all created together. And so, yeah, it means the world to me. And so, anyway, this is me just trying not to forget lyrics right now. So I'm going to try this again and see if I can remember all the words. These days are long, these lives are full. Just for tonight, could we take it slow? Turn the breakers off, there's no electric glow. Naked as the night sky, we're laid out on the floor. But in the lantern light, the flicker of the flame, you have never been so beautiful. I wouldn't change a thing, give thanks for every day. I came home to you, I came home to you. Well, I can be stubborn, you can be hard. There's nothing to forget, it's just the way we are. And all we ever wanted, something no one's ever had, just to never hurt the ones we love again. But in the lantern light, the flicker of the flame, you have never been so beautiful. I wouldn't change a thing, thanks for every day. Came home to you. Don't you hide those scars, love every little wound made you who you are. And in the lantern light, the flicker of the flame, you have never been so beautiful, so beautiful. Guess we both know you're the stronger one. Guess we both hope this isn't over and done. And in the lantern light, the flicker of the flame, you have never been more beautiful. I wouldn't change a thing. Thanks for every day I came home to you. Don't you hide those scars, the very little one that made you who you are. And in the lantern light, the flicker of the flame, you have never been so beautiful, so beautiful. Okay. That will be on the new Toad record. Let's see. Stephen wanted this one. See if I have my little clippy cloppy. Decade in the wilderness, how'd we ever come to this? Took all we had to just survive, but no time left for asking why. St. Virginia saved your life, an angel and a kitchen knife. Took all we had to just survive, no time left for asking why. God loves man, but I wore his patience through. It's too much to ask of anyone who could never be as strong as you. Could never be as strong as you. All we are is vanity, comics playing tragedy, and I traded in my sanity for a dream that soon abandoned me. And God loves man, but I wore his patience through. It's too much to ask of anyone who could never be as strong as you. Could never be as strong as you. surround our golden age, we will return our golden age, we will return again. Right. Sorry, I don't know why I'm playing that. Sarah with an H, she asked for this. So. In tune. Oh, ye sisters in the circle, children of mine, you humble my heart, you sharpen my mind. Though we're scattered and weary, and change is upon us, we are bound to the end, still a family, I promise. All that you love will be taken someday by the angel of death or the servants of change. In a floodwater tide without rancor or rage, sing loud while you're able, in grief and in praise. So many years we swam into the tide, and we would not abandon, heroic and kind. Shared our sweat and our shelter, our bodies and blood, Godspeed and good fortune. I will miss you, my love. For all you hold dear will be taken someday by the angel of death or the servants of change. In a floodwater tide without rancor or rage, sing loud while you're able, in grief and in praise. Now we meet at the well of sorrow, dug down to the heart of the earth, to be joined at its source to the spring of hope. Drink deep while you can, give thanks for your thirst. All that we love will be taken someday by the angel of death or the servants of change. in a floodwater tide without rancor or rage. Sing loud while you're able, in grief and in praise. Sing loud while you're able, in grief and in praise. Saw somewhere in the comments somebody asked for this, so. That's not the way it goes. Wait, what's the beginning? Got it. There's almost nothing left. You eat my kind for breakfast. What did I expect? To come here and find anyone? Find open arms to greet me and friends to feed me. I sicken myself so much. You eat my kind for breakfast. You eat my kind. Whatever you see the most, whatever I see before me. Whenever I let my guard down, whatever I was ignoring, whatever I fear the most is, whatever I see before me, whatever I have been given, whatever I have been. Seeing myself this way, I am a monster, I believe. Seeing is believing, is there no doubt left? When I wake up, I poison myself. Poison gives no appetite. I sicken myself so much, sicken myself so. Whatever I fear the most is, whatever I see before me. Whenever I let my guard down, whatever I was ignoring, whatever I fear the most is, whatever I see before me, whatever I have been given, whatever I have been. By waking up and suddenly there they are, and I need to start in place, and nothing ever seems so hard. Whatever I fear the most is, whatever I see before me. Whenever I let my guard down, whatever I was ignoring, whatever I fear the most is, whatever I see before me, whatever I have been given, whatever I have been. Thank you, Dayton. Ooh. Oh, my ear. I gotta go see an ear doctor soon. I think I have impacted earwax at this point. I noticed I was walking with a friend the other day, and I couldn't hear him when he was over here, but I could hear him when he was over here. And I've been like hearing my heartbeat in this ear, and I think it's like because I've been putting these things in my ears every day. Yeah. Anyway, ear doctors. So excited about that. I will say one thing about that song. That song, wrote it when Laurel and I mean, it was so long ago. Because I remember we moved back to Santa Barbara because she was pregnant with Sophia, who is now 25 years old. But yeah, that came out of our like 6-month time of moving out of town and going to Olympia, and I was listening to lots of Ani DeFranco, and so was trying to do kind of Ani DeFranco stuff on the guitar, and but the other thing I remember is that after I hurt my arm and kind of ruined, so I sat on a glass table, which you shouldn't do, and fell through it and severed the ulnar nerve in my left arm right at the elbow. And so this is kind of always pins and needles, basically. I can't like you can see on this hand I can put my fingers together, and this hand I'm paralyzed. And so I can grip with my pinky, but I can't move it laterally. So it changed how I played guitar a lot. And one of the first songs that I found I could play and actually learned how to... I used to play it like that, where I would clamp with these two fingers. And that's really hard for me to do now. It like hurts to do. But I kind of learned a lot about the guitar and how much you need to have in at any given moment and how much is kind of implied. And that was the song that kind of gave me confidence that I could still play guitar. And that some songs were conditional. There were songs that felt totally simple and they became really difficult. And then other songs that I thought were more difficult and somehow I could still play them. And yeah, so I'm very grateful to that song for that, for showing me I could still play. Okay. Kendall wanted this one. If I named you, would I be misled? Is it just to claim you? Working the edge when I praise you. Does it please your ear? Is it all in the giving? Alhamdulillah, 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 Alhamdulillah. Humble pilgrim, traveler, seeking wisdom, preaching love, and if an answer never come, it was all in the giving. It was all in the giving. Alhamdulillah, 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 Alhamdulillah. If I named you, would I be misled? Is it just to claim you, working the edge when I praise you. Does it even reach your ear? Is it all in the giving? It is all in the giving. It is all in the giving. Alhamdulillah, 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 Alhamdulillah. Somebody asked for this, so I'm going to play it. Is it this place that makes me far from you? Forget the word that once rang so true. Did we expect that life was ever fair? My God, so to feel the rose, reap the whipping ride, and everything felt too tight inside. Could make her bottom die, and if my lips could only speak the name, the jam would break like an light at all. What is this ice gathers round my heart to stop the flood of warmth before it even starts? Did make me blind to what I thought would always be the only constant in the world for me. And every hour of every day need to fight from pulling away. My mind could only lose chain, the jam would break light at all, light at all, light at all, light at all. la da do, 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 la da do. So people are talking about, I think some people were talking about whether or not the previous song, Working the Edge, would end up on a solo album. It may. I'm going to do, how can I say this? I have an album coming up. It's not going to be on that album. I'm going to do an album. I might even do it under another name that's just kind of more the spiritual side of things, and that'll be on that. Just because, I don't know. I want one album that's just kind of more sacred in general. And I've been scared of it because there's a whole kind of, midlife crisis artist doing the hemp shirt, I'm a hippie now thing. So I've been a secret hippie for a long time. And I've been doing, song circles and doing my own thing and writing all these songs that are kind of more sacred in their intention. And I haven't mixed them with my public thing because they're sacred to me. And I loved, writing more spiritual songs actually kind of made me love songwriting again. And gave me purpose that I brought back into the pop stuff, but I have not wanted to kind of commercialize that part of it. I mean, one of the beautiful things about doing these live casts is that I started playing more of those songs, and that people have had such a lovely reaction to them, which is actually making me want to put that album out. But that I hadn't wanted to mix the two, because it's weird when you do what you love for a living. Like, everybody thinks that's the best thing, but when it goes wrong or when it's hard, it can kind of cloud the things you love. And so it took me actually a lot of work to come back to loving music again, because it'd been my job and it had gone strange, and it's like, and so when I started finding myself writing these songs, I kept them really close to my chest, and I played them in places where I wasn't getting paid, and it felt so good to just like sing and pray, and not to any particular God. Like, I'm not a deist, but there's something about just giving yourself entirely over to gratitude while you're singing. Doesn't matter if you believe in anything or not. It's like, just gratitude feels really good. And so I got really into that, and I liked not getting paid for it, and I liked not having it be transactional. And so it's been interesting figuring out how to kind of, become public with some of that. It's felt very like private and special to me because of that, and I like the way it's influenced other things. But death metal, says Dave Olson, that's the answer. Fuck yeah, that is the answer. All right, I'm just gonna do that. And Dayton, I know you would take the album for free, but I can't afford to put it. Albums that I put out for money are still free, so that's the world we live in. Thank you, Spotify. Yeah. Oh, dwelling in the present moment. Why not do that? Why not go hippie for a minute? So this is music by Lawrence Cole, remixed by Zan Moore, my good friend Zan Moore, and myself. Lyrics by Thich Nhat Hanh, and then a middle eight thrown in by Sly and the Family Stone. So there you go. I know that this is the only moment, dwelling in the present moment. I know that this is the only moment. Breathing in, I come, body and mind. Breathing out, I smile. I smile. Breathing in, I come, body and mind. Breathing out, I smile. I smile, dwelling in the present moment. I know that this is the only moment, dwelling in the present moment. I know that this is the only moment. Breathing in, I come, body and mind. Breathing out, I smile. I smile. Breathing in, I come, body and mind. Breathing out, I smile. And I smile. And if you want me to stay, I'll be bound today to be available for you to see. I'm about to blow, and then you'll know for me to stay here, it got to be me. You'll never be in doubt, that's what it's all about. You can't take me for granted and smile, no, no. I believe I'm gone, forget reaching me by phone, because I promise I'll be gone for a while. Well, I'll be dwelling in the present moment. I know that this is the only moment, dwelling in the present moment. I know that this is the only moment. 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 All right. Take Not On. He is the bomb. Oh God, he's such a good poet. Call me by my true names. All right, I'll play one more for you. What's the good? What should I end on here? What should I end on? I gotta end on something. You guys gotta help me out. Thank you for showing up, hanging out with me, and doing this. This is fun. Yeah, go. I could do go. Actually, wait. I wanna. God, I'm just gonna Google this. Just 1 second. 1 second. I'm gonna look up. Just a second, just a second. I shall say that I want it all. Okay, you gotta hear this poem. This is just amazing to me. I shall say that I want it all. If you ask me how much I want... Here, wait, I'm gonna move it up so it looks more like I'm looking at you. All right. I shall say that I want it all. If you ask me how much I want, I shall tell you that I want it all. You and I and everyone are flowing this morning into the marvelous stream of oneness. Small pieces of imagination are we. We've come a long way to find ourselves, and for ourselves in the dark, the illusion of emancipation. This morning my brother is back from his long adventure. He kneels before the altar, and his eyes are filled with tears. His soul is looking for a shore to put an anchor, my own image of long ago. Let him kneel there and weep. Let him cry his heart out. Let him have his refuge for 1,000 years, enough to dry all his tears. Because one of these nights I shall come. I have come to, and I have to come and set fire to this small cottage of his on a hill, his last shelter. My fire will destroy everything, taking away from him the only life raft he has after a shipwreck. In the utmost anguish of his soul, the shell will break. The light of the burning hut will witness gloriously his deliverance, and I will wait for him beside the burning cottage. Tears will run down my cheeks. I shall be there to contemplate his new existence and hold his hands in mine and ask him how much he would want, and he will smile at me and say that he wants it all, just as I did. Thich Nhat Hanh, fuck yeah. Anyway, sorry, I had to do that. What song was I going to play? That was I Want It All by Thich Nhat Hanh. I shall say that I want it all. So good, so good, so good. What was I going to play? Yeah. God, he's amazing. Yeah, if you don't know about Thich Nhat Hanh and you want a blast of an incredibly beautiful, resilient, kind soul, check him out. He will change your life. Okay, go. Let's do it. Let's end on that note. That's okay by me. Love, your head is down, your eyes are on the floor. No matter what we give, leaves us wanting more. You know which way to go. For all the empty hours and restless afternoons, for all the faded flowers of dreams we spoke too soon. You know which way to go. But there's no harbor here, there's only danger near. Cliffs above and rocks below. And though I want you close, this light can only glow to warn you far away from shore. Said I love you, now go. Sound in the foghorn, lonely echoes across the bay, and the beacon of the tower lights the way. So you know which way to go. Well, I won't have another wreck upon my watch, but I can't tell you what to do or know this much. You know which way to go. But there's no harbor here, there's only danger near. Cliffs above and rocks below. I don't wanna waste your time, but this light can only shine to warn you far away from the shore. Said I love you, I'm still dreaming of your eyes, your mouth, your touch. But I won't have another wreck upon my watch. And you know which way to go. All right. Thank you guys so much. Really good to see you all again. Really good to know you're out there showing up for each other. Thank you so much, and I will see you hopefully Wednesday. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for the likes, the follows, the tips, all the stuff. And just thank you for showing up. That's the part that really matters. So, yeah. Take care. I'll see you real soon.